Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're just going to do a get ready with me. I'm not really going anywhere or doing anything, but I thought might want to change this situation. So I'm going to start off by doing my eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and prime those real quick. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. Not a real huge fan of this because it's a little thin and doesn't really kind of like give you like a blank canvas to work on, but I've opened it and I'm going to use it up, so that's what we're doing. Anyway, so I have that on. I'm going to be pulling from two palettes today. I'm going to be using the Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves palette, which looks like this. I'm blinding y'all. Looks like that. It's all matte shades. And then I have a new palette. This is the Suva Beauty Rose Period palette, and it looks like this. So I'm going to be pulling the shimmers from this palette to go with the mattes in that palette. So let's just get started. Pull out my mirror so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to be using some, these are Eco Tools brushes. I'm doing like brush rotations, so all my brushes kind of get used, so that's what we're working with. So I'm going to go into Wishy Washy, which is the middle shade. So I'm going to be going Wishy Washy, Rosy, no, Spaced Out, and then Wine Stain. So I'm going to take Wishy Washy and put it into my crease. These shadows are wonderful, but for a £5 palette, they are quite expensive. And it's all mattes. So while I recommend them for the quality, you might want to look at that for pricing. Because if you're not a person that does an all matte look, like I don't, you will have to pull from another palette, and you're paying quite a high price for this palette to begin with. I got this in a BoxyCharm. That's the reason why I use it. I mean, they are great quality shadows. Don't take much work at all. They blend out very well. They have good color payoff, but they are quite pricey for an all matte 5-pan palette eyeshadow. Okay, so now that I have that shade down, I'm going to go into Spaced Out. And I'm just going to step down a little bit in the crease and darken that up a little bit. Like I said, these shadows don't take very much work, but you know, pre-warning on price. Okay. Now I'm going to switch over to another Eco Tools brush. This is the shade brush. I'm going to go into Wine Stain, which is the darkest shade in the palette. And we're just going to go right here to this outside corner and deepen that up. These don't take very much work at all, so like I said, beware the price, but the quality is great. Okay. Now that I have that all blended out, let's go and do some shimmers. So we're going to go into the Suva Beauty Palette. And I'm going to start right here with Lace, which is kind of a very dark purpley shadow. We're going to just tap that on right there. These are applying quite nicely. Okay, now I'm going to go into Harlequin, which is this more like peachy, pinky kind of color. We're going to put that right in the middle. And then we're going to go on to Passionate and use that on the inside corner of the lid. And that's just really bright. We're just going to pat that right there. Bring it up a little bit. Okay. Then I'm going to take this big fluffy Aloha brush. And I'm going to go into the shade Apothecary right here. And I'm just going to take that to the brow bone. Right like this. We're just blending out some edges. I'm going to take a highlighter shade to that in just a minute, but I want to make sure everything is even. Okay. Now that we have finished with the eyeshadow, for now we're going to go back and do the lower lash line. I'm going to go in and do my face. So I'm using the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage Foundation, and I mixed in a little bit of No Problem Primer Essence, and that is what I'm going to use as my foundation today. But I'm going to go in first with this Iconic Beauty Blur Stick. This stuff is amazing, and I'm just going to kind of hit like problem areas, and then I'm just going to kind of rub that in a little bit. So I'm going to go and do my foundation, and I will come back with that. We're going to finish the lower lash line and see what comes up next. Be right back. Okay guys, so I have my foundation on. My concealer is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is in the shade Cloud. And I set my face using the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I've also done my contour, which came out of the Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette, and I used the shade Crown mixed with Enhance to get this nice, lovely contour. So I'm going to use this Alamar Cosmetics brush. I'm just dusting the bake out from underneath my eyes so that we can do the lower lash line. Okay. So I'm going to go back into the Dose of Colors palette. This is the Marvelous Mauve that we were using. And I am slowly but surely losing my mind. Okay. So I'm going to use the other end of this Eco Tools. This is the smudge brush that I'm using. I'm going to go into the shade Wishy Washy, which is the first shade that we used. And I'm just going to take that all along the lower lash line. Okay, then I'm going to take and clean off this brush and use the same brush and go into the wine stain shade, which we used on the outer corner of the eye, and we're just going to smudge the back third right here. Okay. Now that I have that done, I'm going to take the highlighter that I'm going to use today, which is a Wet n Wild Golden Flower Crown, which I've already hit pan on in the center. I'm going to take this little tiny Luxie brush. This is the 141 mini round brush. I'm going to take and put this into the inner corner for an inner corner highlight. Then I'm going to take this big fluffy Loha brush that I used earlier to blend out at the top underneath the brow bone. I'm going to go into that same highlighter, and we're just going to highlight right underneath the brow bone. Okay. One last thing to the eyes. I'm going to go in with a little Stella. These are the Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows, and this is in the shade Forever. I'm going to take just a little bit right here on the lower inside corner of the lash line. Alright. Now that I have that done, it's time to dust off the throwing brushes at myself. I'm going to dust off the rest of the bake and finish the rest of my face. So I'm just using this big fluffy Loha brush. I'm going to get out this Alamar Cosmetics bronzing. This is the bronzer brush. It has a very unique shape at the top. I really like this. It's kind of a little bit more densely packed. I'm going to go into this Benefit. This is the World of Blushes palette. And it has 3 blushes and the Hoola bronzer right here. So we're going to be going into that. Tap off the excess. And then we're going to just start bronzing the perimeter of my face, so I don't look so washed out anymore. See? Already. Nice bronzy look. Pale. Then I'm just going to take a little bit of bronzer right here along my contour. And we're done with that. Now for blush, I'm going to use this same palette, but I think I'm going to go into Rockateur, which is this shade right here. I'm going to use this EcoTools Precision Blush Brush. Hard to say really fast. I'm just going to dip into that and lay that down. Okay, that would be my husband. He is streaming in the next room. I'm just going to put like a little bit right there on my nose. Not much. I don't do the whole sunburn look because I'm pasty. That's kind of a way of life for me. Now with all of that down, I'm going to go into this Becca. This is the Soft Light Blurring Powder. And I'm going to use this BoxyCharm brush. It's a very densely packed oval brush. It's really good for like buffing. And that is what I'm going to do right now. Is I'm just going to buff this on, blurring everything together. Okay. Now then, it's time for highlighter. So like I said, we're going to be using this Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Golden Flower Crown. And I'm going to use this Luxie 522 Tapered Highlighting Brush, which is one of my favorite highlighting brushes. And I'm just going to tap that down and blend it out a little bit. Put a little bit down the center of my face. Okay. Then I'm just going to go back with this Aloha brush and make sure that I've knocked all the excess powder off my face. And then I'm going to go in with this MAC Prep and Prime. This is the Fix Plus with Lavender. It's not my favorite one, but we'll use what we have. That just makes sure all of the powder gets settled on my face. Okay. Now that we have that done, let's go into eyes. I'm not doing an eyeliner for my waterline today, but I'm going to use this Cella. This is an eyeliner pen in the color brown. It's a felt tip eyeliner pen, just like any other. Okay. Get that on there. Okay. Now the other eye. Okay. Worked out quite nice. For mascara, I'm using the Tarte Big Ego mascara. This one's getting a little low, so I'm going to have to figure out which mascara I'm going to use next. But I have a few put back, so we will see what we're going to use next. I actually purchased a mascara the other day, but I purchased it while it was on the Ulta like half off sale. And it's because I really love that It Cosmetics Superhero mascara, but I'm not going to pay the full price tag for it. So I caught it on sale. Okay. Mascara is on. Now it is time for lips. And I can't figure out which one I want to wear. So, ooh, I'm going to drop that one. I have the Colored Rain. This is in Roulette, which is a very purpley shade. Then I have Kat Von D's Damned, which is like black cherry. I think I'm going to go with the Colored Rain one today, because this has more of a pink purple look to it, which makes it a little bit lighter. So I think that's what we're going to go with today. So this is Colored Rain's Roulette. like the color grain lipsticks, but I really hate their applicator. Okay, so that is Roulette. Don't like the applicator, but I like the shade, and the lipstick is very comfortable. It dries down to a full matte. It just takes it a minute, so I'm going to give it that minute. But while I'm waiting on it to decide to dry down, because of the foundation that I'm wearing today, I'm going to set my face with the Natural Finish by Wet n Wild, which is a more luminous setting spray. Not my favorite. And straight up smells like Bud Light. Okay. I didn't do my eyebrows. I'm like, I forgot something. And here's my eyebrow pencil right in front of me. So, while I'm still waiting on the lipstick to dry down, I'll do my eyebrows real quick. This is the e.l.f. Lifted Brow Pencil in taupe. Okay. Now, that looks better. I can't believe I did that. But anyway, it happens. Alright, so with all of that said, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Please leave your comments in the comment section down below. What do you think of the look? Would you like to do this look? How would you suggest doing the eyes differently, the lips differently, and from there? Anyway, in the description box down below, there are 3 ways to support this channel. It's Patreon, PayPal, and Minds. All of those are linked down below. Also, all my social media will be linked down below, which is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also my emails down below. I have 2 links down there. I'm not an affiliate for both, so I don't get any money if you use my links. One is for BoxyCharm. You will get things like this Dose of Colors eyeshadow palette. Any and all of my Lexi brushes came from BoxyCharm. This Tarte Park Avenue Princess contouring palette came from BoxyCharm. I've received so many things from BoxyCharm, it's even hard for me to remember. The BoxyCharm brush came from BoxyCharm, of course, but there are so many great things that come in BoxyCharm, so if you want to use my code, I won't get any monetary value. I'll just get charms to shop in the charm room to bring more products to review here on this channel for you guys. Now, the second link is for Tribe Beauty. Tribe Beauty is a bi-monthly subscription, and you get things like this iconic beauty blur stick, which is an amazing primer, and I've gotten this Suva Beauty eyeshadow palette from them, and I've gotten some amazing products from them as well. Again, I don't get any money if you use my link, but you will get 10% off of your first box if you use my link. So those are 2 beauty boxes that I highly suggest for people to go and try, and if you are so inclined, you can use my links and get yourself some incentives as well. With all of that said, guys, that's going to end this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.